So statistics show that well over half of partnerships break up. Now, I think that love is a strange thing, and I believe people don't choose who they fall in love with, but more randomly, love chooses them indiscriminately. The most unlikely couples they've enjoyed wonderful relationships, and these relationships don't depend upon common interests. However, usually the general or the uniform aspect of when a couple gets together is that they're actually in love. And being in love can be a little illogical. This first flush of love often allows couples to be totally acceptant of the other partner's differences.
So they put up with things that they wouldn't normally put up with?
Yeah, that's it. And sometimes this tolerance fades as they get used to each other. Acceptance of difference between couples is really beneficial, and often means that the couples grow together rather than grow apart. I mean, acceptance of differences is very easy to say, but sometimes it's very difficult to carry out. It's like as the initial passion of the relationship cools, many people revert to their own old conditioning, they revert to their old ways, and they begin to find their partner's way of being doesn't match theirs, and to be blunt, it becomes irritating. And on top of this cooling, there are lots of practical issues like money, jobs, children, parents, and well, these things can make things difficult.
So what do people that still love each other but find living together difficult do?
Well, each couple is different, but having a flexible, fluid approach helps. Flexibility and awareness and acceptance of differences. So it's having a flexible approach, being aware of your partner's little ways and accepting those little ways. This acceptance can be brought into a troubled relationship, and this troubled relationship can be turned around. I mean, these basic elements can bring about a contented balance for two people where empathy and mutual support becomes the norm. I mean, it's not a simple thing to do, and sometimes this process is very difficult for couples to manage on their own. Matter of fact, I would say most couples can't manage this on their own. They're too close to each other. The world is too intertwined, and they go in a downward spiral and then become blinded by a defensive, destructive, tit-for-tat way of communication. And as well as this, many couples, they simply don't have the required skill or expertise to make their relationship work again. Often facilitation is the only way to put the relationship back in line. Often clients of mine, they go into a different relationship. They go into a different relationship but with the same person, and the relationship is much richer. Thoughtful understanding and a shared support makes life easier and sort of warmer for the couple.